Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for joining. We have a small change of plans today because Eduard was supposed to host this call and share a lot about what happened this year, what will happen next year, and also to share his vision with you. Unfortunately, Eduard texted me in the middle of the night that he's not feeling well at all. But of course, I'm very happy to take over from him. And I would also like to take this opportunity to wish Eduard well, and hopefully he will recover quickly. This also means that I will be taking over his presentation. I will do so to the best of my capabilities. But I also want to share a couple of things about Eduard because Eduard is a thinker. He likes to take time out of his schedule to really think about what needs to happen, what we need to do next year to make sure that we create the best environment for you in the field. He has a very strong vision for ASEA Europe. And yeah, he also chooses his words very carefully. So hopefully I can bring across his message to you. But of course, Eduard and we work together every day, so I know exactly what will happen next year and what his plans are. So I have faith in myself that I can do this today. He was so nice also to, in the middle of the night, put my picture here. He already assumed that I would take over for him, and I gladly do. So we have a lot to share with you today because we are looking back at last year and we're looking ahead to next year. We also have a guest speaker towards the end of this call. We already mentioned it on the invitation. It is our Zoltan Varnay. So I'm very much looking forward to hear from him later in this call as well. So looking back at the year, some highlights of 2021. I think it's very important to do this, to look back as well, not only focus on what is coming, but also appreciate what happened during the year. It's also very relevant to understand where we come from to plan where we want to go. It's also important to know what worked last year and maybe what was less successful, and think about these lessons that we learned from this year, whether that's positive or negative, and duplicate or adjust in the next year. But we want to start with some highlights, and one of these highlights is, of course, the Diamond Summit qualification. We all know it didn't take place, but still it's very important to recognize these people that qualified for this. I think these names on this list are known to everyone. Annette, Raidun, Sissel and Espen, Mijo, and also Martin Suki. I think everyone knows all of these diamonds that we have. Martin Suki is mostly building in Asia, but we see him as a European associate because he started his business here. He is from Czechia, and we are very, very glad to have him because he's a wonderful speaker. He has a great story to share with, his decision to move to Malaysia to start his business there, building up from nothing, and it still is a great success. And we love to have Martin also on calls, sharing his story because it's an important one, and I think it fits really well to being an entrepreneur, being an associate, building up your own business, taking risks, which he did. So congratulations again to all of these Diamond Summit qualifiers. Of course, a wonderful achievement. So I'm going through the year chronologically. So I'm mentioning a couple of things that happened chronologically. So Of course, we had the Diamond Summit, but we also had the ASEA Ascent qualifiers. Same story, it couldn't take place. And instead of postponing again or adding qualifiers to the next one, we decided, because it was already the second year that it couldn't take place, we decided to pay out in cash the rewards. Yeah, I know that getting together, gathering and joining on these trips is a lot more than it's just a holiday. It's an experience. It's coming together with people that worked hard to get here, which adds something to these trips. Cash is maybe not the best replacement, or can never be a replacement for the trip, but it was the best that we could do this year. Then at the beginning of the year as well, we organized the virtual conference, which was, I think we can call it a success, but it's difficult to say because it was the very first time that we did it. But to share you some figures with you, we had 1,800 people that watched the conference from 48 different countries. So not just Europeans watched this, but also people from the US, from Australia, from Asia. So I think just for that, it was a success. But it was also new for us. I can remember very well that I was standing there next to my colleague Matisse in a green room, staring at a camera with a teleprompter where my script was. It was exciting and scary, both at the same time. But this is what this business is about, not just for the field leaders, for you, but also for me, stepping out of your comfort zone, doing something new, developing personally, which is, besides, of course, the product and opportunity that we have, very important in the culture that ASEA is. So I was thankful that we could do this virtual conference instead of a physical conference, because it was a way for me to develop. Then we had the Easter pack promotion where we offered a 15% discount on a case of ASEA and 4 tubes of Renew, which was a very successful promotion because we sold 603 of these packs, which was a great result for us. Then we wanted to do our first emerging leader training. It couldn't take place, obvious reasons again, but what we did is we did a virtual training. We did live translations here in many different languages. Yeah, we also said this is not a replacement for the emerging leader training because we do want to meet physically, because this is something that we are looking forward very much because it's an event where we gather people from multiple countries, where we focus on training, focus on development, and we still want to do this. I will share some more information about the ELT later on, but yeah, we did it virtually and we had a lot of participants. We had a lot of good feedback as well. So also something that happened this year. Then we had the Directors Rise incentive, which was an incentive that was developed with the focus group members. For the ones that don't know, we have a European focus group with approximately 10 field leaders from Europe, where we get together frequently to discuss what's going on, what will happen, to share ideas and to develop ideas. And one of these ideas that came out of the focus group is the Directors Rise, was to focus on associates at earlier stages of their ASEA journey and have the opportunity to work hard, set targets for themselves, reaching rank, keeping rank, and by doing so, earning an extra bonus. And we had 42 people that earned a bonus in the Directors Rise incentive. It ran from the 1st of May until the 25th of June. And a very interesting incentive. I really appreciated this incentive because you really saw that teams and groups and individuals were really working hard for this incentive to earn that bonus. And by doing so, developing their business, building up a stable business, preparing themselves for the executive ranks. Very, very important additional benefit from this incentive. Then, of course, we started again a European travel incentive, diagnose. It was the second time we had this as a destination, again, for obvious reasons. And unfortunately, it couldn't take place either. But even though it didn't take place, it was a very successful incentive because we had 77 qualifiers, which was 15 more than the year before that. And also for Desert Rose, we decided to pay out cash. Not just for the qualifiers from this year, but also from the qualifiers from the year before. And again, not a replacement of the actual trip, but we also got a lot of feedback that people were really happy that they received cash. It was important for many of us. It's been a difficult 2 years, and then receiving a nice cash reward for this incentive, can be some good news. So we were happy with that. Then later in the year, we had the Level Up campaign or promotion or incentive, however you want to call it. It started in July and ran until September. So people had 3 months time to earn a bonus, a monthly bonus of 100, 350 or 750 per month, and that for 3 months long. And we had 105 people that earned a bonus in the Level Up campaign. In addition to that, we introduced an additional payment method in the form of PayPal. Not all countries were launched at the same time, but I'm very pleased to say that now we have PayPal available in every European market. Then, starting in September, we launched 3 new promotions: the Drive to D300, the Fast Start Plus 5, and the We Miss You campaign. The Drive to Director 300 to create motivation right from the start. The associates that start their business and are developing quickly and building up their business fast, they have the opportunity to earn a one-time cash award of $300 if they hit the rank of D300 4 times within their first 12 weeks. So this was part of our strategy to focus more and more on the core rank of ASEA, which is Director 300. And I will share you some results of this promotion later on. Fast Start Plus 5, an additional 5% Fast Start bonus if you are a Director 300. Again, focusing on that core rank, but also putting in an additional 5% Fast Start bonus for the people that are driving the business by enrolling new associates. And the We Miss You campaign to help you bring back the people that might have stopped using the product or have not been engaged with ASEA for some time. And again, I will share you some final results of this campaign later on, because this is the We Miss You campaign ended last week. Then we, same time also in September, we started another qualification round for the Diamond Summit as well as Ascent. For Ascent, we shift globally to PGV3 criteria, because we started this in Europe and it was hugely successful. It was rewarding the ones that are working hard, that are building up a team quickly, and which results in incremental volume. So we started this campaign in September, and it will run until the 11th of March. So still a lot can happen there. We have approximately 35 people on track to qualify. We will send out campaigns to the people that are slightly behind on track to motivate them to really work hard until the end of March to qualify for this wonderful trip to Cyprus. And the Diamond Summit to the Dominican Republic, same qualification period. And I'm very happy to announce, I don't know if she already knows, but as of today, we have our first European qualifier with the name of Sissel Anderson. Sissel has a very, very stable business, qualifying triple diamond every single week. We are now 13 weeks into the qualification period, and that means that she hit the 150 points mark and is therefore qualified. So Sissel, if you're on the call, congratulations to you, and very deserved, and you have a very nice trip planned already for you next year. And then, of course, the Get One Free promotion, which will end later this week on Friday, a hugely successful promotion. This is a promotion that we cannot do every year. This, and I'm seeing this in Eduard's notes, that this also hasn't been done for 5 years, but we are really excited that we could do it this year. And we also see that a lot of teams, a lot of groups and organizations are really benefiting from this, this promotion, taking advantage to it. So if you haven't taken advantage of this promotion, you still have until Friday to do it. And it's also great to see that this promotion is generating great results all over. So it's not just the ASEA pack or the Renew pack that's doing really well, but also a lot of people are buying the Renew Advanced Skincare System pack. A great gift. You can use it for yourself, but you can also give it away. Buy two, get one for free. So yeah, you still have until Friday to buy this one. Then also part of the review is even though not a lot of meetings could take place last year because of the restrictions that are there in most countries, we still wanted to emphasize that we do offer meeting support if you organize physical meetings. If you're not aware of this, please go into the library and look at this document. We have it available in many languages. So please take advantage of this when you wanna host a meeting. We can support financially, depending on the amount of participants that you have. We can also sponsor in the form of a promotion. And of course, if you want to, you can also ask me or one of my colleagues to join these events and present there as well. Hopefully, a lot more meetings will take place next year. Meeting physically is still very important, even though we're living in unprecedented times and changing times as well, where the focus is more and more on online. But still, network marketing, ASEA, it's a people business, and there's nothing more powerful than meeting in person, looking each other in the eyes. So if you're planning together with your team or your upline to organize meetings, to organize physical meetings, have a look at this document. The years where we do not have, where we didn't have COVID, this was used a lot by many different groups, and we know that it's a great help. So we will definitely continue this as, also in the next year. What we also wanted to share with you is we're operating in 22 markets here in Europe. We are supporting 20 different languages in these regions. It's not just the country languages, but we also support Mandarin in our communication, and also with the help of Shaolin, and also with Natalia in, we're supporting a growing Russian community that we have in Europe. And we cannot talk to everyone, right? And I know, for instance, on this call, we usually have a lot of people from the English-speaking countries or people that understand English. And yeah, we cannot speak with everyone, but it's not just me or Charlie, Eduard, Natalia. We have a team of 15 people here in the European team, 12 different nationalities, and we do cover a lot of languages. So sometimes I'm jumping on a call, for instance, with the Romanian team, and I have my colleague Josefina from the marketing department joining that call to translate for me. Yesterday, I had a call with Hungarians, and we'll talk a bit later about that as well. And Zsuzsa, the head of marketing, joined to translate for us. We have Sarah, who speaks Spanish and Italian. So we have a lot of people in the team that do speak languages that I do not speak. And we work closely together to make sure that we can talk to as many people as possible. Network marketing, one of the most important thing from a corporate perspective is that we communicate well. And by doing so, we create trust with you, with the field. And I hope you feel this. If there is anything you want to share with us that we can do better, where we can improve, we are always open to suggestions. This is a partnership, so please share as much as possible with us. We are always looking at ways to improve. Of course, the breakfast call, we will continue with this last year. It's a great way of getting together for an hour, share the news that we have, also to do a bit of recognition, have field leadership talking on the call. Sometimes, of course, we invite corporate executives and global leaders as well to share some tips and tricks and their story with you, and we will definitely continue this. So that was a well, I don't want to. It's short or long, up to you to decide. I could talk about what happened this year for a lot longer, but I think now it's also time to look forward. And Eduard wanted to share his vision here. I just want to mention that that we are refocusing more and more on the vision of ASEA to become the recognized global leader in cellular health and redox-based technologies, and achieve worldwide distribution of ASEA's life-changing products, financial opportunity, and culture. Why am I mentioning this right now is that when you go back to 2019, the convention in Las Vegas, Tyler Norton presented the ASEA will statements, which were bold statements with clear vision and target. One of the things that he mentioned here that ASEA will do is to take ASEA to 500 million in total revenue by the end of 2025, bring ASEA and Redox to the mass markets. And these are bold statements. And if you look at what happened since the launch of ASEA back in 2009 and here in Europe starting 2012 or onwards, a lot have happened in all these years, new products, countries being opened. And when you look at the timeline, you also see that after 2019, on paper, nothing happened. But this was very much focused on that announcement that Tyler made. Because this was a strategic pause. No new products, no new markets. We were in the background, we were clearly refining and refining our strategy and reprioritizing. This vision that Tyler had inspired a lot of movement. We had to come up with a strategy. How are we going to get there? What do we need to do to ensure sustainable growth? What makes the difference between success and failure? We looked at our strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. How are people interacting with our brand? And how do people consume information? So these were all very big questions that everyone who's involved on the corporate side of ASEA was thinking about, was working on. And most of the financial and human resources of the company were spent on this. So we were really looking closely at who we are as an organization at a foundational level. And this time, well, it led to powerful and clear things and some key strategies emerged from that thinking process. And we know what we need to implement, and we know what we need to do to move forward. And of course, the pandemic, for some things, it hit us back a bit, but for other things, it also accelerated these plans, and which led to the strategic growth plan that was announced in September as well, which is focusing on these 4 pillars, you can call it pillars, that we will be working on, and you will see a lot of changes. Well, already since September, we saw the promotions more focus on the core rank. We're doing more with recognition, but next year there will be a lot of new things starting based on these 4 pillars: the foundational branding and messaging, where we want to try to simplify the experience, simplify the understanding of what we do, and simplify a compelling message around our redox products that resonate not just with scientists and product experts, but that resonates with the average consumer of the product. We have amplified our redox vision. We are leveraging the power of redox. We will be launching 3 new redox-based products next year, focusing on not redox signaling, but on redox cell performance, focusing on cognitive health, managing stress, and sustainable cellular energy. In addition to that, we will launch a new Renew advanced skincare line. We will invest a lot more in redox research, publishable research on redox to support our current product message. We're partnering with universities and institutions and research centers specialized in redox sciences on a global level to find and support credible and plausible science and improving our credibility and reputation on this. So very high level strategy, but very important for us and something that we've been working on for a long time, and you will see the results here next year. Also, we're very much looking forward to the 2020 European conference. Yeah, it's difficult to say anything about it, but we have very good hopes that it will take place. It will take place in the video, sorry. That video sneaked up on me, but I'm glad it was in there. It gives you a great impression of the city of Budapest. So you saw it in the video, but here as well, the tickets are $29 per ticket. We want this to be the biggest event we ever had. We have to wait and see how the pandemic is moving forward, or hopefully not moving forward, so we can meet together here. Yeah, secure your ticket now. We have limited space available, and also, yeah, select your language preference, because we will select we know because it's online through our VO what language preferences you have. So motivate your team to buy tickets for this event as well, because this will mean that we can offer translations into your language. So then quickly, I want to do some recognition. This is not updated because we always get the new rank advancement in on Wednesday morning. I apologize. I was not able to add last week's rank advancements in there, although I did change the triple diamond to 2 instead of 1, and I will tell you why in a second. But these are the rank advancements since the last breakfast call we did. So a lot of new D300, D700, and also a lot of executives, 2 new platinums, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it's actually 3 when you take into account last week as well. 2 new diamonds, a new double diamond, and 2 new triple diamonds. This is, you can clearly see that people are taking advantage of this promotions. They work together with their teams to get a lot of rank advancements in their team, not just the new diamond, but also new golds, new silvers, a lot of D300s and 700. This is how it works. It's working together and creating something beautiful together. But as this is also a review of the entire year, I want to put a bit more emphasis on all the diamond and above rank advancements that we have, starting, of course, with Zoltan and Annette. Zoltan, thank you for joining this call. A new double ambassador, and when I say new, I mean the first double ambassador we have in Europe, which is of course for Zoltan and Annette and his entire team. Wonderful and great accomplishment, but also for the European team. For us, it's great news that we have a double ambassador diamond right now. Then two new triple diamonds. Li Chulan, who lives, I think, 10 kilometers away from the European headquarters. She not just rank advanced to double diamond, but worked so hard together with her team, and she made it to triple diamond in just 1 week. So fantastic news for Li Chulan, a wonderful lady that comes over here in the office quite often with prospects and her team, and a wonderful person. And very, very great news that Ani and Pal and Ani Christian made it to triple diamond as well. I spoke with them together with Eduard and Juja as our translator yesterday. And Pal and Ani, this is true leadership. They are a wonderful couple. Pal is very charismatic. And even though I don't understand Hungarian, when Pal is talking, I listen very, very closely and I pay attention. That when he's a natural born speaker. And what I love about this triple diamond qualification, I was looking at it every Friday to see, are they close? Yes, they are. But they mentioned this on the call as well, they trust their team. They knew that it was going to happen. And if it happened this week or next week or the week before that, they had faith in their team that it would happen. And it happened last week. Where they hit triple diamond. So congratulations to Pal and Ani, of course, and to their entire team, because this is not just their accomplishment, it's everyone in their team working hard. And what I mentioned as well, what I want to mention as well about Pal and Ani is that he is paying a lot of attention to the personal development of the members of his team. What he said is, ASEA is there, Redox is there, it's unique, it's fantastic. But I can, and he said, I can talk about this for hours and hours, but I also want to invest a lot of time for the people that are part of my team, that they develop personally. And I think that Pal is a great mentor, and his team is lucky to have him. And I count myself lucky that he found ASEA, and that he's building up a very strong and stable business. So Pal and Ani, thank you very much. A very recent rank advancement because it happened last week. And then also a double diamond qualification earlier this year in the form of Meiwa Liu. Great accomplishment as well. And 8 new diamonds we have this year with Ujovari Oshoya and Ushtibor, Bodil and Life, Janos and Livia Pirici, Queenie Lee and Bosco Tsang, Gi Hong Wang, Chao Chun Ye, Chalin Wu, and Kuai Fu and Jing Hong Chang from Austria. So 8 new diamonds this year. And I just I can say something nice about all of them. But I want to point out Bodil and Life, great couple, organizing a lot of meetings, very committed to ASEA. And what I wanted to share with you is that when I was looking at some reportings, I saw that they finished a fast forward. Was it this week or last week? So Bodil and Life, congratulations. This is also true leadership, is leading from the front, showing your team that you are active, that you're still actively looking for new people to join the business, and sharing the mission that we have here at ASEA. So thank you so much, Bodil and Life, for everything you do for ASEA. And then moving over to some information about these promotions, and I will do it quickly because we have been talking about these promotions very often. But I just wanted to share with you that for the Drive to D300, we now have 18 associates that started recently that earned this bonus. So congratulations to all of you. I think this is a great promotion. When a new person joins your team, and new associates, then I would mention this promotion right away, right? You have a clear target, 12 weeks, hit D300 4 times, and you get this bonus. And along the way, you're building up a stable business. I really love this promotion. Then the Fast Start +5. It's a bit difficult to share some results here with you because technically we would put in here everyone who signed up a new associate. But it's clear that we from ASEA, of course, are investing more money in this and to reward the ones that are actively building the business. This promotion will continue in the next couple of months of the next year. One other statistic that I wanted to share with you, and this is slightly outdated, so we have a lot more completions right now, is Fast Forward. This is a fantastic tool or promotion, however you want to call it, that once you start with signing someone up, then you start a Fast Forward. And we notice that a lot more people are using this tool, and we see 24% growth compared to last year. Meaning that a lot more people are profiting from the Fast Forward. I can only promote it to a certain degree. I would mention it to everyone that is building an ASEA business. You have to use this promotion because you will get loyal to your reward points if you finish it successfully. You will get sample tubes that you can use to build up your business even further by sharing these samples with others. Also, the LRP points you can use to share these products with prospects. So a great tool to use. And this goes back to what Tyler mentioned as well as in Las Vegas, is squeeze the orange, use the tools that you have available, and Fast Forward is a great tool. The We Miss You campaign ended. It's difficult to say something about the success, because when you look at people that haven't ordered for 3 months, because this was a target group, you're looking at 13,000 European eligible accounts, and 228 were reactivated. Still, these 228 is great. In some countries, this was a bigger success than in others, but it's not just this promotion itself. It's also to think about. Think back to when you started your ASEA business, the people that joined and the people that left, and see how you can, of course, prevent this from happening, or if there's a way to make sure that they stay in the business by following up with them, checking in with them, asking what they like, what they do not like. So just to create some thoughts and a mindset here as well, to think about the people that you signed up personally that are no longer there. ASEA Ascent. This qualification period will run until the 11th of March. I already mentioned it at the beginning. Again, think about it, share this with your team, work together, and make sure that as many people as possible qualify for this wonderful incentive trip. Then the ELT and all the qualifiers, we informed them that unfortunately we have to postpone the physical meeting again. We wanted to do it early February in Munich, but with how the pandemic is developing and the rules that are very strict here in Bavaria, we had to postpone it because when you plan something like that, when you have to make arrangements, you cannot cancel these arrangements 1 or 2 weeks before. You have to do that longer before it actually takes place. How it is in Munich right now is that you need to be cured or vaccinated. Sometimes you cannot even go with a PCR test to, for instance, a cinema. And meeting in larger groups, because we were planning on meeting with, well, 100, 150 people, can be very challenging. And therefore we decided to postpone this. But I still wanted to share that we have now 196 qualifiers for the ELT, which is based on the qualification period from last year and also the new qualifiers. So here you have all the names. I will keep this slide on for a couple more seconds, so maybe you can see your own name on this slide, or some people from your team. There's still a time to qualify. Don't forget about that. We still have until the end of the year. I know that my colleagues in the sales back office team, led by Margaret Hanf, are targeting people that are very close by sending them an email, informing them what they need to do to qualify, because this is, if it takes place, or I have to say when it takes place, this will be a great opportunity to learn more about ASEA. It's going to be a training and a great opportunity to learn more. Of course, congratulations to all of the qualifiers. One last thing that not last thing, I have 2 more things to share with you. One thing is that I wanted to mention is that we mentioned the renewal fee waiver, which means that when you are on auto ship 6 out of 12 months and you have an active auto ship, at the time of renewal, you will be renewed for free. However, we received some questions and some comments that people that have been on auto ship, let's say every month, are still receiving this pop-up message with you have to renew, or your renewal date is due, which is of course strange. The reason why this pops up is we have to, because in order to qualify for this renewal waiver, you need to have 6 months of auto ship in the last 12, but you also need to have an active auto ship template. And because you can change this or cancel this at any time, this message will pop up until the date of renewal. If you know that you qualify for this renewal waiver, ignore this message and you will be renewed for free. I just wanted to mention that because there has been some confusion, and also some parts of the message have not been translated into every language just yet. We're working on this, but I wanted to mention it here. One last thing what I wanted to mention is the director consistency training. This was announced also at the North American conference in September, which is something new that we're doing. We are going to do 4 meetings a year, quarterly meetings, for people that earn this director consistency reward. The qualification criteria for this is to get paid 4 weeks in a row at Director 300 or up. Because this started in September, we also decided to include the people that have a lifetime rank of D300 or D700 and reach the rank of D300 or up 4 times in a row, and add them to the program. So they will be invited to join this first training as well. It's not just one training. It will be, you will be, once you qualify, you will be invited, and you will be invited to join 4 meetings. So a full year of training. And this training will, the first training for Europe will take place on Saturday, February 26th. We're still working on this, the development of this training, but it will be 3 parts. First part, of course, recognition. We want to recognize everyone who did this. Consistency is very important. Reaching this rank 4 weeks in a row is a great accomplishment, and it's setting you up for future success. We're going to do a business training that I'm developing right now. And these recognition and business training will be the same of these 4 trainings. So if you join 4 times, you might want to skip the business training because you already had it. But the personal development part of this training will be different each of these 4 trainings. So we have 4 different topics that will come up focusing on personal development. So a very interesting, interesting concept. And I'm very much looking forward to, well, first developing this training, but also participating in this this direct consistency training. And hopefully it will be beneficial for your business, for the people in your team that join this training. But again, focusing on people in the earlier stages of their business to make sure that they're, that we think about them, that we spend attention to them, and that they feel at home at ASEA. So enough for me, 45 minutes, I'm so sorry. But Zoltan, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for your patience. I think it's clear to everyone why you are on this call. When we do a reflection of the year, it has been a fantastic year for you and Annette personally, but also for your team. When you looked at the new diamond qualifications with Orshi, with Janos Pirici, and with Palin Ani, and of course also a lot of executive rank advancements, D300, D700s in your team. It's been great. It's been an honor and privilege to have you being part of ASEA here in Europe, Zoltan. You know this, we talk every now and then, if not every day. Thank you for joining, and please share some words with us today.
Good morning. Hi, Eduard. Sorry, hi, Randa. I'm reading about Eduard. Eduard is not feeling well. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I hope he's getting well soon and he has some ASEA to drink and some vitamins. So last year and the last 2 years or last 3 years, but last year is the results of sowing the seeds, and then we see that a lot of people start qualifying in higher ranks. Of course, the ASEA opportunity is much different than any other, according to my experience, of course, but it's much different than any other network marketing company because of not just because of the products, the technology, the reducing of molecules, but also the management and the people who are managing this company are really unique and are really special. So the support what we get every single day is really, it's exceeding our wildest dream. So I want to say a big thank you to you, Rainer, as well, because we talk almost every single day. Okay, what I wanted to say. Yeah, so the opportunity and the company is different, but still we need to do the work. So we need to take action. And when people realize the product is different and the opportunity is different, and when we talk to the prospect, they see that it's something unique, something special. It's very attractive, and a lot of people see it. It might be an opportunity, and the experience what I have, the people who join, they think that it will automatically, or it will, without effort, it will grow because the product is so unique. But it's not the case, because if we don't talk to people, nothing gonna happen. So those people who are hoping that they join ASEA and they will be successful without any action, unfortunately, I have to disappoint them. It's not the case. But we have loads of examples that people took action, and then they talked to a lot of people, and then the results what we created in Europe, it's really great. I see now the timeline of the history of ASEA. I see that Australia and New Zealand opened later than Europe. So Europe opened earlier. And then I see that in Australian market is much more ambassador triple diamond, ambassador double diamond, and ambassador diamonds, and higher ranks. So in Europe, it's because many reasons, but because the opportunity is still unbelievable big in Europe. The market is so, I would say, untouched. So I really want to encourage everybody to go out and show the people what we have, and the opportunity is what we have is so hard to believe, but it's real, but only for people taking action. What else we want I say right there?
It's whatever you want, Zoltan. I think this is already a great message, and you're absolutely right. The opportunity is there for everyone. I think, and this is also not the reason why we have you today on the call, but it's what you and your team have done in Hungary is the great example of the possibilities and the opportunity that's still there. And I hope you don't mind me saying this, but before Zoltan started, Zoltan started early 2019. I think that we had, let's say, 20 active people in Hungary, and the way the market has developed with Zoltan and his team, now it looks like it will be our second or third market, with Zoltan, you probably know better, but I would assume 1,500, 2,000 active associates in Hungary, or at least 1,000. So amazing what you can do in 2 years with a good team and good leadership. And when you look at the potential for some markets in Europe, of course, there is more potential than Hungary, just based on the amount of people that live there. So exactly what you said, there's a lot of potential in all of the markets. There are exciting things happening next year with new products and other changes as well. So it's still a great time to be part of ASEA, and you're the best example in your team. So that's if you have anything else to add, you can, of course, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank you for everything you do, but also to thank you for the partnership. And what I always like to say is that Zoltan and myself, we started at the same time. I've been through everything that you've been through, and what you mentioned is very important, that you spend a lot of time on sowing a seed, talking to many people every day. At the beginning, not having a full understanding of the compensation plan, but focusing on taking action, right? What you told me is that you had no idea, but all you knew is I'm reaching out to people to share about this wonderful product. I'm doing fast forward after fast forward, and the people that join me are doing the same. And we all know that when it comes to duplication and building up a big business, it takes time, right? And at a certain point of time, and you notice this in your business, you see the results and it's exploding. And this can happen for each and every one on this call. Make sure that you share your experiences, because this is what it's all about. It's not, it's a wonderful product, redox science, look into it. No, it's sharing the experiences that you have with the products, but also with the team, the meetings that you're doing, the community that's here. Which is very important. What I mentioned about Pal and Ani focusing on personal development, I think this is a beautiful thing. And yeah, I'm just getting excited about thinking about all these things. I'm excited about next year. I'm excited for you, Zoltan, what will happen next year. Sky's the limit. You are challenging yourself every day, and thank you so much. So if that's it, everyone, I saw something in the chat. This call is recorded. We usually post it 1 or 2 days later on our YouTube channel. just Google, I don't know the link, maybe one of my colleagues already put it in the chat, but just type in YouTube ASEA Europe and you will find it. You can look back at all the previous, I think already 29 breakfast calls that we did since we started this. And this one will be there probably on tomorrow on Friday as well, if you want to share it with your team. And before I go, of course, I want to wish everyone a wonderful holidays and a great and start to the next year. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you next year as well. Take care, and thank you so much. Thanks, Oltan. Bye, everyone.